Yeah, Happy New Year.
News. I'm wondering if you heard the news that Ryan Hartman got fined for the. Yeah, I just wondering what your reaction was to that. If you could just take us through that play too.
Yeah, glad player safety there, and the league stepped in and did something about that. It didn't feel nice. It was obviously, he knew what he was doing, and hockey happens. It happens fast, and the refs. It's tough to get that off the draw. It's quick. Everything happens so quickly, but I'm glad the league looked after, and um, I wasn't expecting anything major like a suspension, but it's nice to just see there's a little bit of repercussions for that. So yeah, it was good. Face was pretty sore, but it's all good now.
Reassuring too that it's a guy that he plays very much on the edge all the time, and we think back to what he did to Fly last season. That's the league is holding a player like that to account.
Yeah, 100%. Nothing against him. Like, he's obviously a good hockey player, plays in the NHL, and he has a role in this league and on his team. And obviously we have a good rivalry with them, and it's chippy both ways. And he's obviously got a history with our team and doing a couple things. And nothing against him. He's got a role to fill, and it sucks when guys get hurt. He sent Fly out last year for a couple weeks, and luckily mine wasn't too bad, and didn't lose any teeth or anything. It was just a couple stitches, and that was it. But it sucks when guys are getting hurt on purpose. It's that part's frustrating, but I understand game happens fast, and there's a role for everything. And they weren't happy with what happened the day before, and he tried to take exceptions into his own hand. That's what he decided to do. He got fined for it, so it's out of my hands now, and we'll move on. We'll see him in whenever we play him again later down the road, and we got the last laugh winning both games there, so I'm not too worried about it.
Just to follow on that, Cole, did he make it pretty clear that he was doing that as retribution for what had happened the day before?
Yeah, he did. He made it pretty obvious. He did it he said it in kind of a respectful way. He said, no disrespect, nothing against you, just, had to happen. Something had to happen against, what happened to Kaprizov there. He's obviously going to be out for a little bit, and, I don't think Dilly was trying to hurt him. I think he was just playing heavy, and that's just, that play happens. He wasn't, I don't think, trying to be a bad guy. I think he was just, that's what he thought he needed to do to get back at us. And that's what he chose to do. I was saying to a couple of guys, lucky it wasn't like a cheap shot hit or from behind or to the head or something that could have been serious. Luckily, it was just a couple stitches. And, kind of a weird thing to come out and admit it, that, he blatantly said that, it was for what happened. Well, I didn't even do anything in the play. I had nothing to do with it. And, hey, whatever. It's all good.
I guess in hindsight, you like maybe the officials to catch that. That could have been a 4-minute power play for you guys, right?
I did ask the refs about it. They said it's tough off the draw, because you're battling for the face-off, trying to lift sticks and stuff. It's sometimes tough to high sticks don't really get called off face-offs because of it's flying around.
Yeah.
And to be fair, in game speed on the ice level, I'm sure that looked like he was trying to lift my stick and just missed and he caught me. But when you watch the video, it's pretty obvious that the puck was nowhere near. My stick was up in the air and his stick was up in the and he just decided to come up with it. But yeah, I asked the refs about it. There's nothing they could really do. And after the fact, missed calls happen. That's part of the game. The game happens fast, and especially on the draw like that when we're both fighting for the puck, there's nothing the refs could really do there. So not. Sucks we didn't get a power play out of it, but at the same time, there's nothing the refs could do there. It's a tough call.
You were mic'd up too, right?
I was, yes. So we caught it all.
I was
we
going to
got
say,
the whole convo.
If this went to a court, you got the smoking
Yeah, he
gun.
wouldn't be doing. Yeah, they wouldn't have much. They, I was mic'd up, so I don't know if he realized that or not. They're supposed to get notified, but to come out and blatantly say it to the mic, it worked out in our favor.
Just the dad's trip coming up. Was your dad coming? And,
Yeah.
And what does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's special. I think, this is obviously going to be the first time for me and my dad. He's put so much into this, and both my parents, but my dad is, I think when I told him he nearly passed out, he was so excited. He was, he's so fired up to be here, and something that he's always thought was such a cool thing to do, and he's going to be able to see behind the scenes of how we travel, how we, how we live as NHL players, and I'm just excited to share this moment with him, and he's going to be smiling ear to ear the whole time. I think he can't wait, so it's going to be a special moment for the two of us.
They're going to be at Pebble Beach.
I think we're doing it. Where are we doing it, golf? I don't know. Arizona, maybe? Where are we going? I don't know. Arizona?
I think it's Saturday.
Okay, so we're doing it, but we're doing a golf day, so he's excited for that. He brought all his golf stuff, so he's excited, and everyone's really looking forward to this trip. It's going to be, I think that lots of guys have done this before, so it might not be, as exciting, but for me, for both of us, for me and my dad, it's brand new stuff, so it's just so exciting to do this with him.
Thanks, Cole.